In the second topic, we will cover the basics of the Git. How Git works internally. Git has three major components: tree, commit, and blob. Let's understand these concepts with an illustration. Blob stores the file content. File content means your script, your SQL script, Python script will be stored. The content of the script will be stored in the blob. This blob is mapped to the tree. Tree means that script, that content is available in which folder and in which file. Look, for example, there is some script. In the script you have written print Git. So this only print Git will be stored in the blob. Not the name of the file, not the location of the file. Nothing, just the content of the file. This is mapped with the tree. Tree stores the file location and the file name, the folder structure. For example, this content is stored in the file name print.py, and that print.py is inside of my code folder. So tree will store the structure, like yes, this file is stored inside my code folder. So I am repeating again. Blob will store the content, tree will store the location and the file structure. Now third come commit. If you have done some changes, for example, you have added here exclamation mark. So this is a change. Even this small change will be marked in the blob. And this blob will help you to test the change. And once your change is finalized, you will use the commit option. To the commit, you will save this version. Yes, earlier version was the Git. Now it is the Git exclamation mark. This will be stored to the commit option. So there are 3 points: blob, tree, and the commit. How it works? If you do any kind of commit, if your changes are finalized, then after the commit, Git will tell the tree, in this path of your file there are some changes in the content. Then tree tell the blob, yes, in this folder and in this file we have the content in which we have done some changes. So these three works in simultaneously. Here's the simple example. This is the file pipeline.py. Here we have one function run, print hello. It is stored in the blob. Blob will only store the content, and inside the tree we have this file pipeline.py. Tree will store the structure of the file folders. Tree will store the structure of the folders. Like this file pipeline.py is present inside the scripts, and a script is present inside the GitHub practice. And commit will store the, like, yes, what kind of changes we have done, what are the changes. Commit will store the what are the changes which you have done in the history. Okay, so it will store the history of your file. So in a simple word, if you say blob equal to content, tree equal to structure, and commit equal to saved version. Okay. Now there is very unique concept here. Git is a content address system. Git don't store the file based on the path and the file name. It is stored based on the content. What kind of content is present inside that file? For example, we have told print Git. When we have changed to the print Git exclamation mark, then that will change the content of the file. And when content is changed, then Git will test back that. Git calculate the unique value, hash value. We call it hash value of the file based on the content of that file. If any content is changed, then that hash value is also changed. Now let's create some dummy project. Open your command line cmd. In the command line, first you have to open the folder in which you have to do the practice. And before that also, you should have installed the Git and the VS Code. If you haven't, please watch the previous lecture. Copy this command. cd command will take you to that directory in which you have to do changes, and /d will change the directory to the E. Right now we are using the C. To change it to the E, we will use the /d command. Enter. You will get here. Okay. Now in the second step, you have to make the directory. Already I have the GitHub practice available, so I will make it the second name. Copy this made directory command. This will create the folder inside that path, GitHub practice. I do have already available this folder, so I will make it 2, GitHub practice 2. Now this folder is created. To check this, use dir command. To dir command, you can notice here, this is the folder GitHub practice. I made the GitHub practice 2, so it is here. Now we have to go inside that folder. So you will use the cd command again. Now use GitHub practice. I am using the 2 folder. Now I am inside this folder. Now again I am saying you have to install the Git and the VS Code. If you haven't done, please watch the previous lecture. Now use the command git init. This will initialize the Git inside that folder. It means now Git knows, yes, I want to test this folder. Earlier it was not tasting this folder. When we do the git init, then it will start tasting that folder. Now initialized. Now what we have to do? We have to create some dummy files. Dummy files, just we will create those files inside that folder, and we'll do some changes and check it, like how Git tastes these changes. Go to the VS Code. Inside the VS Code, let me open the folder. From here, from the file option, you will get the option open folder. In that open folder, you can open the GitHub practice. Once it is open, mark the yes, I trust the authors. You can create n number of files here and with n number of extensions. Create a new file. You can give it some name. Let me do pipeline.py. Now pipeline.py file has been created. Now write any simple code, print hello git. I am saving this file. Okay. Now go back to the command. Now here use the command git status. In that git status, it will identify this file. Yes, we have one file, pipeline.py, and it has been tested. So git identifies the changes. It identified that you have created a new file. Now to the git status, you get to know, yes, we have a new file available in the folder. Now git can see this file. Now we have to add this file into the staging area. In the staging area means we are getting this file ready for the final changes, final commit. To do that, use the command git add dot. Now again do the git status. Your file has been added. To the git add dot. In the dot, please add some space. Now again when you will do the git status, now it identifies, yes, we have the new file pipeline.py, and these changes are need to be committed. They are not committed yet. To commit the changes, what you have to do? Git commit. To the commit command, these changes will be finalized. -m. -m means we are sending some message with the change commit. Now this file has been committed, means these changes are finalized inside your Git. After this, sorry, not after this, if you are doing this first time, then before the commit, it will ask you for your email address and the name. So you can add the email address and the name to this step. Okay. And to check the commit history, yes, what are the kind of commits we have done in this folder, you can use git log. Git log. To the git log only, you will get all the logs in some detailed manner. It told you the commit. Yes, we have done some commit. Okay. And that commit is done on the 9th of May at this time. And user is and email ID of the user is this. To see this in a short form, you can use git log 2 times hyphen 1 line. This will give you the small version of the logs. Thank you.